Hey there, Trent. My name is Megan McCracken, and in this video, I'll be going over some tips and tricks of things that you can do to improve your online presence so that you can reach more customers and be able to grow your business and your company. So I'll just be hopping right into it. But before I do, I also wanted to explain why I do these. And really, I just want to add value and benefit to business owners, even if you decide not to continue speaking with me. You can still have some tips and tricks of things that you can do. However, a lot of business owners end up coming back to me and saying, well, Megan, I really like you. This is a lot. Please just do it for me. So if you want to hop on a call after this, I'd love to get to know you and more about your business goals so we can see, what, if any of these things make sense for you to start doing. But if not, I do hope that this video can be beneficial and helpful for you. So the three things I'll be going over will be content, backlinks, and Google Map citations. So the first thing is content. So first of all, as a rule of thumb, Google likes to see about 1,500 words on the homepage. Now, with your homepage, I like that your homepage is clean. I would recommend including maybe even more of like your branding, so more blues and greens, just to make it bolder, make you stand out more from other businesses in your area. So that's definitely a recommendation that I would have for you. However, as far as the like word count goes, this is where you stand on the homepage. So you could definitely afford to have more. If we look at one of your competitors here, whoops, don't want to do that. So there we go. If we do that, we can see how many they have, which I believe was just under 1,500 when I checked. Yep. And these guys are ranking for everything in Utah. I'll show you in just a second. So they're a really good like model to measure yourself after, even if you don't want to scale to the level that they've scaled. As far as just like mimicking what they're doing on their website to get themselves ranked, that's definitely something that you will want to do. So obviously you want to make sure that you're getting to those 1,500 words, but additionally you want to make sure obviously that it's relevant, right? That it has keywords that you're going to be wanting to rank for and everything. If we put your website into like a website ranking called Ahrefs, there's also like SEMrush and like SpyFu is a cheaper option that you can do. If we look here, you actually are only ranking for your company's name, which is good that you're ranking number 2. It's good that you're getting some traffic for it, but the search volume for that isn't a lot. There's not a lot of searches happening every day for Riverfront Roofing specifically. So you would want to be roofing or ranking, excuse me, for more generic terms like roofing Salt Lake City, roofing Utah. If we look at again, roofing Utah, if we look at them and their keywords, like I mentioned to you, they're ranking for so much right now. Like Utah Roofing Company, roofing in Utah, they're ranking in the top 5 for all of them. Even they're ranking like number 11, I believe I saw. Yep, for Salt Lake City Roofing, which had 800 searches just today. 800 searches, and they got 30 of those searches because they're in the 11th spot for that one specifically. But I mean, if you look at the traffic they're getting, I mean, this is all traffic they just got today. So, they're getting hundreds of searches each day and traffic to their website. Like metal roof contractors near me, they got just under 100 just from that one alone. And so those are a lot of opportunities that you're missing out on, and a lot of business and a lot of people that you're not necessarily reaching because this type of content isn't on your website. They're ranking because all of these keywords are listed in their website frequently, but without being overly excessive to the point where Google thinks it's spam. So that's the type of content you would want to be writing. And making sure that you're not using AI because that is a huge red flag to Google. Google's really cracking down on that. So I'm just letting business owners know about that as well, just so you're aware. So that's the first thing is content. The next thing are backlinks. So backlinks are the popularity contests of Google, and it seems like you might already know about them just because I noticed that you have a lot of backlinks. What you might not be aware of is that like not all backlinks are created equal. So first of all, Google really wants to see anything that doesn't have a 0 next to it, which you have a lot of, so that's great. But Google also really cares about high quality backlinks, meaning domains in your industry and in your region linking back to your website. So I noticed quite a few that were like from the UK. So Google's not going to care necessarily a lot about that. Um, like Daily New York Times, things like that. Google's not necessarily seeing that as a domain that has authority or that is relevant to your region. So like relevance and authority are a huge deal to Google. So that's why not all backlinks are created equal. Those are the types of high quality links you'd want to be seeking after. Salt Lake City Roofing doesn't actually have a lot of backlinks, but they're really high quality. So if you can be chasing theirs plus other high quality links of your own, that's also going to give you a leg up on the competition. So that is my next thing is backlinks. And then the very last thing are Google Maps citations. And normally, what I would be doing is using a thing called WhiteSpark, is a website where you can put in all of your company's Google business profile information to see where your business is cited, meaning there's different places across the web where you can put in your company's name, address, and phone number on like Yelp, Google, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. Sometimes there's like 1 to 200 depending on the industry, so that when people are Googling Salt Lake City roofers, you can end up in these top 3 slots, which is obviously where you want to be because most people are not clicking past those top 3 slots. They're just not. So the citations are how you get into these listings that show up next to the map whenever people Google like Salt Lake City roofers or roofers near me or whatever it might be. And in your case, because of the fact that I also noticed Riverfront Roofing, there we go. Because of the fact that I noticed that your address is actually not listed here, you actually weren't even showing up on WhiteSpark at all, which I mean doesn't necessarily mean that you're not cited in certain places, but it makes it a lot harder to keep track of where you're cited, and therefore makes it a lot harder to be able to see what types of opportunities you're missing out on. And to see how you stack up against your competition. Because WhiteSpark, if you have all of that information, will show you like you only have 10% or 20% of your citations. Here are all of the other websites that you can submit your information to. So that's another huge thing. I know that you're obviously wanting to cover multiple places within Utah, but you definitely want to have an address listed there because that will help you with those citations too. And then you can start comparing yourself to your competition and submitting all of those too. So that's my last thing. So just to recap, we went over content, backlinks, which is the popularity contest of Google, and citations, getting your address listed there and starting to submit your business information on all of those websites. So if you want to talk more about these things, again, I'd be happy to hop on a call and chat more. My name is Megan McCracken, and my phone number is 385-315-7439. Thanks for watching. Bye.